So I wanted to show all of the glitz and glam of movement and starting my life over at 35 after giving 5 years of my fucking 30s to someone's son. Okay, let's just be honest, let's just be real. I was engaged, I was in a relationship, and then engaged. I was engaged for, it would have been 3 years now. But it would have been 3 years in the summer. But anyway, long story short, I was showing all of the pretty stuff, right? But the truth is, in this rebuilding stage, everything ain't gonna be so fucking pretty, okay? So I have a car now. I wanted to go and get a new car. I have not lived in the real world in since I think I left my apartment in 2022. So I haven't really, like, although I've accumulated money, I've ran my businesses, I've done all of that stuff, I really wasn't having to fend for myself. And I also realized that when you are in a unit and you work as a unit, you now have to learn how to live life singular. And I feel like since a little girl, all I wanted to do was have a unit because family fallouts and all types of shit, that stuff is real. And when you see all that stuff growing up, all you want to do is cultivate a relationship of, what am I trying to say? A relationship of partnership. So that's what I sought out, and that's what I had. It wasn't always a pretty partnership, but I felt like I had someone to fall back on. I felt like I had someone to bounce. Like I wasn't, nothing was going to go completely downhill because somebody was going to catch me. I no longer have anybody to catch me. So shout out to the 5 years I had somebody to catch me, but was it hell and back? Absolutely. Because with that comes a whole slew of other things. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the rebuild. So long story short, in rebuilding and stepping back into communism and society norms and all of that stuff, initially I was scared shitless to go back into the job market because I left my government job in 2019, and you know, with the pandemic and everything. Even with the pandemic, I just ran my businesses and that was it. I never got no fucking PPP. I wish I did. I never got all of the cute shit that the girls and the guys get, and I wish I did. But I was actually, like, you know, all my life and got it all like I was really putting it work in. But anyway, long story short, it didn't pan out. No, it didn't pan out. It panned out for what it was supposed to pan out for. That's just how I feel. It panned out for what it was supposed to pan out for. I learned, I regressed, I progressed. My mind is a much safer space now for me when it wasn't always. So I can't say that. But I feel like in societal norms, I am just not meeting the mark. But America fucking sucks, so who is? Like, let's be fucking for real, okay? So I'm starting over and I'm trying to figure out what shit is going to look like because they want you to make $20,000 a month and they want you to be so fucking for real, and this shit is so stressful. And like I said, I wanted to be honest and I wanted to be vulnerable and I wanted to show people what it truly looks like to start over at fucking 35. Like, this shit is frightening, but also I am a never give up and keep it going girly. I should just go to the produce store now. But some days are harder than others. Like, I've been on a wellness journey and my day just went to shit and I just wanted to eat a bunch of bullshit, and I did. And it didn't make me feel better. I wanted to cry at the table I was eating. But just to be honest and real, just to be honest and vulnerable and real at the fact that, like, rebuilding is not always fucking pretty. And be grateful for the things that you have. Don't try to focus so much on the things that you do not have, because that will get you in a motherfucking chokehold, okay? If you're new here, I'm Shonda. And I'm rebuilding my life at 35.